one of the biggest conversion rate killers that we see is trying to speak to everyone and connecting with no one. It's just such a common issue. The point you're bringing up is honestly a challenge that hits nonprofits a lot harder than for-profits. Like most for-profits have a primary audience, right? They have their customers that they're trying to speak to. Nonprofits speak to a lot of audiences. You generally have the folks that you serve. You generally have the folks that support your mission. There may not be overlap in those groups. And even within those, you a lot of times have stratified, you serve a lot of different communities who know you for very different things. You have donors, you have volunteers, you have board members. It's tough. It's really tough. The way I approach it is exactly how Nikki mentioned. I try if at all possible, to identify that primary audience, do as much as I can globally to serve their needs. But those secondary audiences can still have a really positive experience on your website. You just have to be really thoughtful about a few things. You're going to have to be really thoughtful about how they find out about you, like what's their moment of awareness that you exist. It might be social media, it might be, an influencer in your space. Where are they landing on your website? So where does their journey on your site start? It's sort of this linchpin moment of engaging with your organization. And then what does their journey look like through your website? They might not be touching every page of your website, but they might be touching this sort of subsection of your site that still gives them a really positive experience and guides them in a really meaningful way to engage with those pages of the site that are going to really speak to their needs. So again, the clearer you can get on those audiences, the better. I would start with the primary, secondary breakdown and see how far that gets you. For most organizations, that's a good place to start. That might be a situation where you start talking about some subsites or sections of your site if you have these distinct audiences that really need different things. But a lot of times there is a lot more overlap in what those audiences care about than we might initially think. So that can be a helpful place to start.